Check. Alright, good morning everybody. Just everything locked down and set up. Doing some studies this week of Mr. Stuart Immonen. Alright. Good morning, good morning. Alright, so did these yesterday morning. This is the other day before that. Let's see. It's on the next page here. All right. Make sure that lead doesn't jump out at me, right? Nobody likes that. Stuart Immonen. Oops, forgot my drink over there. All right. You can definitely smell the Loomis in Mr. Immonen here. Let's do it, right? Probably zoom in on that area for you. And these are Stuart Immonen's studies. So if you're familiar with him, he's a great comic book illustrator. He's been around for a very long time. Always looking to kind of improve, especially lately, just improve the kind of expressions and things I'm working on for myself. And I think he's always got really nice kind of clear facial expressions that really kind of, I think, communicate but aren't too kind of overly dramatic. Additionally, he does do a lot of like variations in his kind of camera movements and things, so things don't feel static in his work at all. So that's what we got going on here this morning. It's like how I, this is how I like to start my day, is doing these studies. This is a it's just a this is a lead holder for 2 millimeter lead, and then this is just an orange lead that I picked up. I think this is Uniball brand. Not, yeah, Statler. Sorry, Statler brand. So it's just a bunch of orange lead in here at 2 millimeters. So instead of the pencil leads, it's just an orange color pencil. So I feel like that works really well with the brown paper. And this is just a lead holder. I bought a number of these just that kind of loosely match what I'm working on. So I couldn't find an orange specific one, but I did find this wooden one. So but yeah, it's just a lead holder that holds the lead on the inside. In fact, I just replaced this one, I think yesterday or the day before yesterday. So, good morning. Good morning, Cambodia. Yeah, so, but yeah, I just have a bunch of these. So there's this one for that one, and this one's got, this is for my F lead, and it actually says F on it, which is nice. I thought you were, about it. Vietnam? I guess, Good Morning Vietnam works better. Here's a blue one. I wonder what happened to that one girl who was from China that used to come in here a long time ago all the time. Oh, well, yeah, Good Morning Vietnam works way better. People probably like that maybe they like that there from the old Robin Williams movie. 12? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I haven't, yeah, maybe it's, maybe their blocking stuff has gotten better. I just remember she'd come in all the time. I was always surprised because, China's very particular about their internet policies. It's noisy in the living room, huh? I don't know. Mine's pretty quiet, I think. Um, so that nose is way too compacted in there. All right. I'll be on for about another 50 minutes. So, 50. Yeah, he's just sleeping under a table, so he is totally out of it. Skibbity stuff. I've heard about this, like that head in a toilet or something. That's not something I understand. That skibbity stuff. I'll bring that nose down, or mouth down rather. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Mm-hmm. Good morning. Good morning. How are we doing out there? Anybody doing anything interesting as far as morning studies? I'm doing a study of Stuart Immonen here. He's a really great a great comic book artist. And so that's what's coming out on this page, just a number of those. So it's good. I think doing copies and things is a really great way to kind of warm up for the day. Hopefully get some good stuff done. Alright. So there's one head penciled in. Let's see if we can figure out something else here to sketch on this page. I'm working through some of his drawings on his X-Men run. Maybe we'll just do this smaller one over here. That on over. Good morning. Drawing that face probably way bigger than he did, but that is all right, I think. Let's put on some music here for me. Good morning. Better spot there. Good morning. Anybody working on anything in particular? Early sketching, huh? Or is that for me? That time is 8 o'clock here, so it's not that early. I'm running a little bit behind, but alright, where's my inks? Yeah, I'm doing some studies from Stuart Immonen. His name you can see scattered around here, right there. I always find it helpful to look at the work of those who are really, really great at something. And I think it's always a good way to warm up in the morning. So that's what we got going on here. Drop that down so I can rotate this. Good morning. Mm-hmm. Get that focus on sometimes, right? Good morning. Feeling better-ish. It's not quite right, but hopefully it's close enough to represent the original source material, or at least get something from sketching it. What do y'all think? Whoever is here. Good morning. Good morning. morning, people popping in. Does everybody recognize the artist I'm studying here? I mean, I've said the name a few times, but maybe you don't know, or maybe you do know who it is. Any guesses? No. Yeah, just I'm doing a study of another artist's work, so this is not my original drawing. I always advise people that doing copy work is a really great way of improving your work kind of in a very efficient way, because it kind of forces you to really pay attention to how someone else's work works and kind of bring that into your own to a certain degree. Won't necessarily turn you into a clone, especially if you do a variety of things, but it will help you kind of see how they see things aesthetically and structurally or in other ways. But particularly here I want to focus on kind of how he draws facial expressions, so like her really intense look that she's giving here, and it's super focused. So I think it was really good to pay attention to. So that's what I've been doing on this page, is just filling up this with a page of his stuff to kind of help me practice. So that's what we got going on here today, is we're working on this kind of practice for myself. So getting these inked in. 43 minutes. All right, we got lots of time. Sometimes I do these like really quick, and other times I try to just really slow it down. So he's got really careful inking style, or pencil style. At the very least, I'm not sure if he inks his own work or not. I should maybe look into that. It'd be worth figuring out, maybe. Yeah, but this is Stuart Immonen's All New X-Men. So, good morning over there on Kick. How are we doing? Just working on my little morning study warm-ups. over here. So these are from Stuart Immonen, who's a longtime comic book artist, been around forever, but I think he's always got really great kind of gestures and feel very kind of naturalistic. And I've always liked his stuff, so I thought I'd do some studies this week of some of his work as my warm-up. So this is actually probably a much smaller drawing that I'm making way too big here, but I like the little kind of smirk twist on her face. Kitty Pride. So that's what we got rolling out here today. Everybody see the awful flood of fake Ghibli on socials yesterday? That was really disturbing. Kind of went through them. It's kind of popped up in the following on the recommended feed or whatever. I started blocking a bunch of those. Seems like it got rid of most of it. Haven't really seen any on there since I did that. It's wild they did that, especially since Miyazaki's made himself 100% clear on his stance on AI. And, but you know, moron's gonna do what moron's gonna do. That was really, really gross. So, but yeah, that's what we got going on this morning. I had to come on for about an hour in the mornings. Been kind of, for whatever reason, after this recent time change, I've had a hard time adapting to it. I don't know if it's like just a function of age or something, but I usually rebound within a week. But I really wish we'd just get rid of it. Just pick one and stick with it. My guess for this drawing, his drawing is probably like, half that size in, original pencils. If I had to guess, let's fill in these shadows. Is it all dry over here, I think? Yeah, it was interesting though. I saw started watching a short video, well, part of a video, not really short, but part of a video by, from Proco that was featuring David Finch. He's a very popular comic book artist. It was interesting how kind of hesitant he was with brushes and nibs compared to markers and that. Like you could see the comfort level change in his hand when he switched off of tools like this, brushes and pen nibs, to markers. at one point he tried to draw a curve, not really very long curve, with a straight edge with a brush, and he just like quit halfway through the step, which was that was really interesting. Yeah, but I thought that was kind of really interesting. Just how uncomfortable he seemed with it, like his hand was really kind of shaking. Alright, let's get some light on here, and we'll be about done. Actually, I'll go ahead and sign it while I've got the ink bottle open. Well, not signed, dated. 25, 03, and 27. Stuart Immonen. Let's hold the nib out. I guess that's not entirely visible up top, but or at the overview. Yeah, I always like to put the date and the source on there. Got an Iceman drawing over there on the left bottom, but I can put the black ink away though. Let's see. There we go. And let's get the white out. This is the deleter white number 2. Alright, where are the lights on this thing? There's not a lot on there, but let me just come back for you. Well, maybe we'll put a little sparkle in the eye or something. So we do have the brown paper, right? We want to make sure we're taking advantage of its properties. That's probably why we left so much in kind of a darker tone, just so we could pop this little light out here. Or at least the colorist did. A little sparkle on the nose. And Kitty over here, she's got a rim light. Going on along here. Good morning. Highlight there. And we'll be just about done. I forgot to fill in that spot. See, she had a little highlight on her nose. And lip. crack open the black ink here just to add a couple of things I forgot to put in there. And then, yeah, I think we'll be done with the morning study. Move on to something else. Got this little spot right there. Anything else I can put in here while I'm at it? Maybe this. Seems good. There. All right. I think we are. Oh, we got a nice little spammer over there on the Twitch side. Let me delete that comment before I shut things down. But I do appreciate everybody that came in. It's always enjoyable. Let's see, where are you hiding at there, Twitch? Let's see, delete. Oh, never mind. Let's see, where's my Twitch page? Channel. It's muted, and then lock. How do we delete comments there? I guess you can't. All right. Anyway, thanks everybody that came in. I appreciate it, and we'll catch y'all next time.